Okay, hi everybody. If we haven't met yet, my name is Brooklyn. So today we have our bite-sized training, and I'm super excited to be here and talk with you about it because this week we are focusing on overcoming obstacles in private practice. I know, right? It's not the most exciting topic to talk about, but if you're ready for breakthroughs in your business and you've been wondering how on earth you're going to make this happen, this week is going to be so value packed for you. You're going to get podcasts on it. You're going to get YouTube videos on it. Plus, we've got today's training. So I guess you know me, I'm not like all the other coaches. In fact, there are some things that we can talk about when it comes to obstacles that you can go away and Google and all of those sorts of things, and I'll let you do that. I don't want to talk about the traditional things. I want to shift our perspective a little bit on obstacles in business so that you can get some shifts and transformations, especially at the start of the year. Now, when we're thinking about obstacles, of course, we've got all sorts of different ones that pop up. We've got ones with mandates over here. We've got mindset over there. We've got finances over there. I mean, you name it, just about anything could be an obstacle. But here's what I want you to understand. Things aren't necessarily obstacles because I believe, and I don't know about you, but I believe that everything is neutral, right? My remarkable is neutral. My selenite crystal is neutral. Everything is neutral. In fact, things only have a positive or a negative charge on them based on the meaning that we attribute to them. So if something is coming up for you in your private practice and you're thinking, this feels like a real block, I don't know if I'm going to get around it, how I'm going to get around it, maybe I should just throw my hands up and walk away from private practice altogether. Here's what I want you to think about. I really want you to think about the meaning that you're attributing to this thing that's come up as an obstacle. Okay, really think about what are you saying to yourself about this event or object or situation? What are you making it mean? Why are you making it mean that? And what would be a different meaning that could empower you to move ahead, to move forward, to make progress with your perfect for you dream private practice? So that's the first thing. The second thing that I would like you to think about, and I know I'm going to be, pushing some people a little bit here, but don't think of it as a push. Think of it as a loving nudge. But really have a think about how you are showing up. Like, what's your part in this? How are you responsible, or what could you be responsible for? So, for example, if you're seeing that you're not getting referrals coming through the practice, but you're posting everywhere on social media, I want you to really tune in and ask yourself, okay, so how am I responsible with my social media not converting to inquiries? How am I responsible for that? What's happening? What am I missing? What am I not doing? Where am I dropping the ball here? Because here's the thing, when we don't take responsibility, we fall into victim mindset and we say, oh, my practice has to close because of mandates, or oh, my practice has to close because no one can afford to work with me, or something like that. So we get into this place of blaming and looking externally and thinking that what we're dealing with is a result of stuff that other people are forcing upon us, doing to us, for example. But when you say, what's my part in this? What's my role in this? How do I get to be responsible here? Or what would taking different responsibility look like for me? All of a sudden, we move out of that victim mentality and that victim level of consciousness up into something that's a little bit more empowered, like a by me level of consciousness. And when you're in that place and you're taking responsibility, things change. They can't help but change. And as a result of that, you're going to take aligned action, aligned meaning action that sits with your values and your shadow values for your practice, that is expansive, that opens you up to seeing what you couldn't see before. And that's where you want to be. So the way to get from victim mindset over here to an expansive mindset is to really take responsibility. And do you know what? There's room for you in just about every situation to take responsibility for things. So they're the two tips that you may not hear in other places, I'm not sure, but I want to share them with you because it is my highest intention to make sure every single one of you has a successful for you private practice by the end of this year, whatever that looks like for you. And by hook or by crook, I'm going to show up for you every single Monday and give you these free bite-sized trainings so that you can take action that feels aligned, that feels right, that feels on point with your values. Because if that isn't right energetically, then the practice isn't going to work out for you the way that you really, really want it to. And you won't have that balance. You won't have the choice. You won't have the turnover. You won't have the freedom. You won't have time with family and loved ones and all of that sort of stuff. So we're in business now. We're not simply doing therapy anymore. We also have a dual role of being a business owner. So I need you guys to start really thinking about your private practice mindset, your CEO mindset, your director mindset. Really start thinking when obstacles come up, think to yourself, okay, if I put on my private practice business hat, if I put on that CEO hat, that director hat, what would I be seeing differently? What would I be doing differently? What action would I be taking? How does that version of me handle an obstacle or a challenge in his or her or their private practice? Okay, so I hope this was super duper helpful for you. There are 5 places available for the content mapping workshop on Saturday. So if you want to come along to that, let me know. It's $47. You get a recording and a workbook, and you're going to leave with a whole year of content mapped out in total alignment with your values and more. This is a results-focused workshop. It's on Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Melbourne time. It will be recorded, so if you come along, you're going to get that recording and the workbook and a few other goodies. Okay, so thank you so much for watching today. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week, and thank you so much for being so supportive to each other. You know, it just makes my heart so happy to see everybody being so supportive. So thank you for making this such a beautiful, safe space for everybody. Bye.